Hello. Hello, everyone. This is Scratch and Jack, your host for the Amazing Scale Modelers Sunday Hangout. And Amazing Scale Modelers is a Google Plus community of scale modelers of all shapes and sizes, interests, genres, and skill levels who like to share their tips and tricks with one another, learn more about their craft, and to celebrate one another's scale modeling achievements. Amazing Scale Modelers is perhaps the fastest growing or the largest existing on the Google Plus communities. I haven't looked, but yesterday it was in the 2080s. Today it's in the 2080s. 2083, I think we ticked up by 1 or 2 in a past day since they crossed the pond yesterday. And today joining us are a couple of victims I'm going to interrogate for you, and hopefully they'll tell the truth this time.
Yeah.
How you doing, James?
I'm doing fine there, Jack. Yeah, I mean, probably whoever's seen the post and that I finally got the Enterprise is now complete.
Yes.
So
yeah, you did screen share that yesterday.
I can screen that.
You can screen it again if you want to.
I can screen it again for the people that didn't see it.
Right.
There we are.
Oh, they're very nice.
That's pretty.
Isn't that, Jay? Doesn't that kind of want to like change the gears and just do paper from now on?
No.
I can tell you why he said no. I can probably speak for myself on this one. I like trees when they're alive.
Yeah.
I'd rather use material that takes 60,000 years to denigrate, yes, and then poison the environment while it does that. Yeah, that's really nice. That's really cool. And it's a good size, too. So what's the length of that?
25 inches.
25 inches. That is a nice size. Put this on my tabletop. Yeah, that's a very nice size. That's a nice shelf size, actually. It's a narrow, too, so it'll be easy to put on maybe a 10-inch shelf or perhaps a 12-inch shelf.
Yeah.
That's being deep. That's the deep measurement. That's
at some point, I'll be putting making a proper display stand for it, but and other than that, I'm in full bore back into my 3D printed Ducati motorcycle, and I'm printing parts right, left, and center here.
Oh, cool! Oh, you got the stand.
They've got the stand printed,
right?
And more covers.
Oh, wow.
Rear fender.
Yep. That would be the body covers, right?
That's the rear fender.
Okay.
And I always think this one gives a good idea of scale. The muffler.
Yeah. So that'll be about 25 inches long, too.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not quite, but.
Not quite.
You're going to be using rubber tires on that, on the rims?
No, they'll be printed.
Okay.
They'll be printed out of PLA. And I've got five more parts to print in gray.
Okay.
And then I'll be doing the tires and the seats, cushions.
Because they're a different color or a different material?
Same material, but different color.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing those directly in their color. So I'm doing the cushions and the tires in black, so I won't have to paint those. Other than I'll have to paint the rims and everything else, but not the tires.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but go ahead.
Yeah, so that's what I've been working on. The other thing is I went out today because I got fed up in trying to ream holes out into the right size, not having the right drill.
I know that feeling.
So I went and invested in a numbered drill set.
Shit. That's a big drill set. You're going to use that for modeling?
Yeah.
Really?
Sure.
Like a half inch and on up?
Well, it goes down to a number 60, which is a .04 inch.
.04, that would be 30 seconds. Yeah. That's what I
and up to half-inch. So.
Well, the best I can do is an 1/8 inch. I think it's an 1/8 inch from Home Depot, but I was able to grab on eBay a 1/32, and I think this is what you're calling the smallest that you have.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, the one that it's a number 60, whatever the .04.
0.04.
Yeah.
0.04 would be 32nd of an inch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the way they label this, it's a 32nd of an inch. But yeah, I'd like to get something a little larger. Then again, I haven't been on. Believe it or not, I haven't been on eBay for maybe 4 months.
Don't believe it.
You used to be so addicted to eBay.
Yeah, but it's the terms I'm going to have to go back to eBay. Yeah, I'm still addicted to it, but I've got so many other things in my life right now I can't afford the time. Nor the money.
The money.
But, I'm just starting to, well, I'll get to my story. But anyhow, I want to ask you, I don't know if we've talked about this before, but have you ever wanted to light a model kit?
Yeah. Yeah, I only did one paper model that I lit, and that was the captain's chair.
The captain's chair, yeah. Okay, that's right. We did talk about it. Now that I'm thinking, now that you brought it up. Okay.
It can be done, but you have to do it all with. You got to build light boxes inside,
right,
to black it out. But it can be done.
I'm actually thinking about light boxes. Maybe control the lights independently, but
yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to be in the market for 3mm LEDs, so that's what I'll probably be going on for. How you doing, Jay?
I'm awake. Finally. I've been dealing with life's uncertainties, but also doing a lot of cleaning, rearranging. I've been picking up some decent and some not so cheap, or I mean some cheap but still pretty decent woodworking tools and such, because that's something else I like to work in is wood, especially. I'll very often, if I'm doing a vacuum formed piece, I will make the original out of wood, just because it's easy to shape and such. I forgot about this. I did actually pick up a new Star Trek kit because I got it really, really cheap. I think I paid $1.50 for this, and this is
the Scorpion.
The Scorpion from the most unpopular Star Trek movie ever made. Yes.
Yeah, but I took some screen grabs off of the movie, and this is a surprisingly well done little kit. It's not really designed for you to be able to light it, but it won't be hard. Like this engine section in the back here, the detail is very nice. The detail is quite accurate. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to saw away everything that's a stripe going up and down. I'm going to saw away. Come on, get on there, you dirty little. I'm going to saw away the thin stripes, and then I'm going to make probably a little photo etch piece to go in there, and then light it from behind. There's plenty of room in here for lights. I'm strongly thinking of voiding their. It's not decaled, but rather stick-on control panels, and actually putting in some, lit controls and such as well. So, and it comes with a Data and a Picard figure, and these are definitely going to need some work.
He looks a little green.
Yeah.
He looks a little
It's the figure itself is actually pretty good, but the paint job on it is horrendous. So they're vinyl, so they are going into the purple pond for a day or two, and then I will just repaint them. So, but that's just going to be a fun little, side venture. I have been working on the Daedalus, the big Daedalus, getting the main hull, the big round section, sanded down and smooth so that I can start, cutting holes in it and roughing it up. But but I have been working on that.
You keep talking about that, and I am becoming very itchy to do something like that. So keep talking. Maybe you'll convince me to do it.
Well, I can give you some really nice blueprints. So.
Well, I'm thinking maybe something a little different. However, but with you talking about it is just like really wanting me to do this, and I think I should do it and make a big stink on the internet about it too. But
well, I guess
it's the USS Ares is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, one of the things I like about it is the fact that it was made just very quickly. The majority of the original model that was used on the series, it was just a desk model. But the majority of it was from a space shuttle kit, a U.S. space shuttle kit. So if you have a space shuttle kit and you don't want to build the boosters, you just want the shuttle part itself, you've got the engine and the secondary hull right there. The engines and the secondary hull, almost finished for you. So.
Right. Yeah, and then of course a hamster ball.
Or whatever scale you need for.
Yeah.
I looked up the price for individual acrylic balls, and there was absolutely no way. I found one place that had exactly, and I mean exactly the right size, and they wanted $75 for one.
Whoa!
Wow!
God, no!
Wow. No rodent is worth quite that much. I don't. You have rodents.
Yeah, and I found the hamster ball in the one of the secondhand stores, and it had a $1 sticker on it. And I walked over to the place where they sold tools and things like that, and grabbed a ruler that they had for sale, and measured it, and it was within an eighth of an inch of being exactly the size I needed.
There you go.
So I fudged a little. I could fudge a little.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be. I mean, the full scale model was never built or even imagined on the show, so I can say mine's right and theirs is wrong.
Well, moving on. Don't panic, everybody. Wayne just has the lights turned on. It's not that they're rationing electricity after Brexit. So you got a few boxes open there, mister. What are you doing in your living room? What are you doing?
Me? Not a lot, really.
He just opens bottles and leaves them laying around the house.
I'm out too. What am I doing in front of my bench? Oh, nothing. Nothing really.
Well, I've got to start that soon.
Oh yes. I'm actually very pleased that you're going to do that.
Yeah. If any advice on the colour scheme will be greatly appreciated.
I just painted gray, I guess. Specifically which, I couldn't tell you.
You can find some pretty good reference online. There was no actual physical model of it built. It was all CGI, so the exact shade of gray and such is up to interpretation.
Well, yeah, I think that would be an idea. Just do it. I think you should just go about doing it the way you see fit.
Well, I thought about having a base titanium grey.
Mm-hmm.
Then doing a matte steel, then a polished, and then stick the ribbon. I'm going to just do dry brushing with a polished steel.
Yeah.
Then just. Well, the reason for this is for my next competition build.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they have 3 general competition builds from our Lincoln group, and 1 themed, and the theme is sci-fi and what if. So I'm gonna enter that guy in, and then I'm gonna do Battlestar Galactica. So I'm gonna get because I'm gonna use the titanium grey for him again. It's a dark metallic colour, but I'm gonna do a stainless steel base coat. There's just lightly sand all the edges, the edges down, just to bring out the metal underneath.
Yeah, I paint with Vallejo, and I got really frustrated with my metallizer, so I brushed it on.
I've
It actually worked.
the interior of that now.
Well, that's cool.
But I've got that's 3 min kits I've got. I've got the World War One Whippet tank, and I've got that Russian Terminator beast.
Russian Terminator.
Yeah, that's the anti-tank vehicle with the 4 AT rockets, 2 30mm cannons, and 2 grenade launchers. So that's what I've got so far.
Well, how much was the Battlestar Galactica for you? How much was the BSG?
I
got that for £13 from last year's Tank Fest.
Wow.
£13? Well, that's like $24.
Yeah.
$23, $24.
It should have been 15, but the guy only knocked off £2 because the box was slightly damaged.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, I'm one of those that like a pristine box too, but sometimes I'll buy a trash box too.
I wasn't fussed about the box. He said, "Oh, I'm going to let you have it for 12 quid."
Yeah, but in the end, you throw them away anyway.
I throw them away. I mix glue on them, you know.
Right. But that's not a bad price. Actually, that's pretty good.
That's a really good price. Yeah.
Well, the kits I got over tank, the kits I bought was about £150 I spent on more kits at Tank Fest this year.
Yeah, I think I should build more tanks too. How much would a tank kit go for you then? To me, a tank, let's say.
Well, between £30 and £40, depending on which one you're going for. One of the newer ones sets you back about £40.
No kidding.
But if you use eBay, you can find a good price on eBay.
Okay. Is it because it's a Tamiya, or?
The more newer kits tend to be a bit more expensive, and depending which one you're after.
Okay. All right.
Because when they brought out the new Panther D, there it was going roughly about £40, but now it's dropped down a bit.
£40 is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Well, you know, it just pressures you to do a really good job. Maybe that's a good thing.
I keep looking at some of these science fiction kits and stuff that I built as a kid that are being re-released.
Yeah.
And like the Invaders, you know, spaceship from the TV series The Invaders, flying saucer-like thing. And you know, I built that kit easily 3 times when I was a kid, and because I tended to play with them as well. And I think I paid maybe $4 or $5 for them when they came out. And this is the same kit. I just have a lot of trouble spending $35 on a new kit of something that I paid $3 or $4, $4 or $5 when I was a kid. And since I have built it in the past, I know what it looks like, and I know what's going to require some serious work to make it look right for me.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you. Do you remember Matchbox?
Oh yeah.
They did 176 scale model tanks and stuff for about. I got them about £3, but they came with like a little diorama as well.
Oh.
So I used to save up my pocket money and just went to the model shop and buy them.
Well, I don't think Matchbox makes anymore, do they?
No, they got taken over by Revell.
Oh, by Revell.
Yes, but Revell's still making the same model kits though.
Uh-huh. Well.
And what are they up to now?
I don't know. I was going to screen share something with you.
Okay.
This is where I buy all my paints and models from.
Oh, e-models. Okay.
E-models. Okay.
Yeah, they are. That is basically the best shop I can use because it's really good customer service.
Uh-huh.
I hate it when people screen share things like this, only because I look at them and I go, "Oh, cool," and then I move my cursor up and try to scroll.
Try to scroll down. Yeah, I'm just as bad for that. Yeah.
That's out of habit.
Yeah.
Pavlov's dog there, you know?
Exactly.
A lot of paint, a lot of different kinds of paint. Umbral, Vallejo.
Yeah, they are one of the best for paints in this country. They do all of them because like some model shops will just stock one or two of the brands.
Uh-huh.
This one you can get all. They do all of them.
That's cool.
Uh-huh.
And practically every type of model kit you can think of. Yeah, I'll just show you the Tamiya stuff and how much it goes for.
Oh, I love dragon kits.
They're gone really pricey now. That's 70 odd pounds in this country.
Oh, dear God, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my Tamiya tank costs nearly that much. Maybe $30, if not less. I don't recall, but I do recall it being more than I thought it would be. Geez, 32 pounds.
Yeah, they got. I think it's like something to do with import duties on these as well.
Yeah.
So that's where you really buy your stuff then, mostly from that website. I buy paint from a specific website too.
I only do it because it's normally here within 2 days of purchase anyway. So.
Right.
But they got really good customer service because they rang me. I ordered the Churchill crocodile off them. They rang me up a day later and said, "We've got one." They said the box has been slightly damaged, and do I still want it? I said, "How bad is the model kit affected in any way?" And they said no. So I said, "Just send it, please."
Right.
That's nice.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Well, they do want to sell it, but that is still pretty good. They wouldn't just send it to you and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
because I used to be in retail, and I was in charge of damaged goods to be returned to the manufacturer. It's a pain in the ass, is what it is.
Wow.
Everybody does everything differently and different way. But boy, I get a lot of good merchandise. I had a good garage sale.
1/16th tank. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is got full interior.
Oh, no kidding.
No, they actually have a YouTube channel as well. This website, and they actually built one from scratch.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So that's 2,000 pieces or so.
2,000 pieces. Oh, that's nothing.
Oh, come on, Jack. Some of your models have ended up in 2,000 pieces.
All melted together. That's right.
I think they
That's
actually
really cool.
do outside the UK as well.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure how the eBay in the UK is like, but compared to this site, but this site looks really good. It gives you everything.
Yeah, and you know, Jamie.
Uh-huh.
He's not far from this place. He lives right about 30 minutes away.
Yes.
So
Yeah. He's a bit frugal, but he doesn't spare too much expense when it comes to something he wants to do.
yeah.
I wish he was here. I did invite him, but I guess he's asleep or at work, one of the two.
Yeah.
Maybe asleep at work.
Even gave Carwin an invite. It just seems like I have more British people on a Sunday night, the U.S. Sunday night.
My lady is 3/4 British, so.
Well, the site that I buy my Vallejo paint from is from this. This is when you brought that up, Wayne. It looked very similar, and I just put in the word Vallejo, and oh, I have something in my shopping cart. It looks like they've kept something. It looks like I've been ordering paint, and I totally forgot about it. Look at that. But they too sell model cars. They don't do any sci-fi. They've got a lot of scale objects and scenery, yeah, this is actually, Scale Hobbyist is actually a pretty good site. They're pretty quick too. I usually get my things in about 3 days, 3 business days. So.
Yeah, I've ordered from them before and not had a problem.
Yeah, everybody says everybody I've spoken to said who's used emails have said no problems. It's maybe the person who's actually the delivery company at fault sometimes.
Right. Right, but what I really wanted to show, okay, get that out of the way, is to, come on. Oh, you're not going to do this, are you? Okay. Windows there. I thought I got this brought up already. I just thought I'd dig up an old build because I have not much to show because I'm just digging holes into the Voyager. I'm in Voyager hell right now. Got a lot more holes I've discovered watching the show, a lot more windows to open up that are not even shown on the kit itself. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I thought I'd show something I did a couple of years ago. Where is it? This is a Nova. 19, I think it's 71 Nova. I could be wrong. But I am particularly happy for the paint job that I did here. I was starting to get good at it.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's go look at the engine here. I didn't wire it up or anything. I just did it out of the box. But I think this kit would have been a good kit to wire up. With the wires and batteries and whatnot with the alternator. And I particularly like this. What I find interesting is that Ford has a blue engine block and possibly transmission, and Chevy has red. So this is one of my more prideful. I'm very proud of this build. So
Looks nice.
I was told
That
about
shot right there. That shot right there is really sweet. That shot right there you could change the background and it would look, nearly or virtually real.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
That's a beautiful shot right there.
iPhones, gotta love them or hate them. But that's something that I was really happy to show because it's such a fun little car.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Heath?
I'm good. Very good.
Good morning.
Very, very good.
Good morning.
Yes, very. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen.
How cold is it? Is it like 5 degrees above freezing? Is it that cold?
No, it's a bit. It's warming up now. It's warming. Oh, look who's here. Little junior modeler.
How you doing? How are you?
She's good. She's good.
The Heath in the here in America in the winter.
I remember him.
We have this stuff called snow.
Yeah. Oh, we've had snow up at Mount Lofty. We've had snow up at Mount Lofty, but we haven't had any.
Maybe for a few hours you did.
Yeah, for a few hours. Yeah. For a few hours. Yeah. Yes, I remember when you did that car, Jack. I remember when you did that car. That was a very nice car that you did.
Yeah, and since I have learned to put some watered down black paint into the grill, just so that it looks a little more real, you just kind of rub it on there. So the recessed areas will be black, and of course the raised areas will be still the chrome. But yeah, that's a build that I'm pretty proud of. It's down in the living room actually. So.
It's as I said on Saturday night. It is a bomb only heard by an idiot. What's that noise?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had a bout of an illness, so I'm still trying to get over it. Heck.
Oh. That's all right, mate. That's okay.
Anyway, what are you doing there, Mr. Heath?
Well, I've been doing some painting. I've done some painting on my interior for the Knight Rider kit. I haven't done much with the Sabre yet. Still waiting for a few things. I'm waiting for a few things. I've got another car coming, and I've got some paints coming that are for airbrush only. Airbrush only, and it's, I'm going to be building a modern day Formula One car, and some of the color that I need, this place had it, and it's a graphite. It's a graphite paint, which is the exact same color what they use on the cars today. On this modern era. But the only trouble is there's no engine in the F1 car. It's just the shell, and there's no engine detail. No engine detail. I'm going, yeah. Because I love putting the engines. I love putting the engines together. I just love doing all that. All that. I mean, I'm glad I'm on kit because I got a choice of two engines. I can do the normally aspirated Pontiac engine, or I can do the Knight Rider turbocharged engine. So I'm going to be doing the turbocharged engine. So yeah, but that's all I've been up to recently. That's all I've been up to.
Oh, right. There's so much you can do in a cold.
Yeah. But it'll soon be. Before you know it, it'll soon be spring, and then I'll be back to doing it. I'll be back to doing that.
Heaven forbid it's going to be spring soon. That means it'll be our fall.
Yeah.
That means I'll be saying, how cold is it over there?
My mom says she has some clever things that, sometimes has she says that after August, the months are going to end in brr. So it's going to be
November.
September, November, October, but I don't know why. It should be January, February. That's when it's really cold. In January and February is when it's really cold. That's when it's really cold. So, anyhow,
I've got a screen share I want to give for Heath. Hold on here. This is I took this picture of my friend Andy at a convention.
Well, there it is.
I like the one, the Starsky and Hutch one in the back there.
Yeah, and there's a Batmobile over there somewhere, and you know,
At a convention.
It was at a convention in Detroit, or near Detroit, and they had several of the original cars that were used in various shows. Of course, when you're talking, they had a General Lee, and I don't know how many General Lees they actually went through on the show. So saying this is the original one that was used on the show, yeah.
General Lee, they used, and I have a number. I got this from Ben Jones, who played Cuda. They used about 300 charges.
I would not be surprised, because so many times you saw that thing jump off of, a nice slow jump, and it would come down and it would hit the ground and it would bottom out and you would see pieces go flying, and then in the next shot it was pristine. So
first the tires were like that, then when they completed the jump, it was like that or that.
Well, it's actually kind of interesting. Nobody in the community has actually admitted to having built the. I have, but it's such a lousy kit, such a horrible build. I'm not going to show it.
Built the what?
The General Lee.
Oh.
Yeah, I do have a 16. I do have a 16 scale General Lee, and incidentally I do have more of the Tamiya paint. So once I was actually very surprised that the inside of the General Lee is beige. Actually, I would think it'd be a dark color. Beige. That's just to tell you. Then maybe perhaps I'm not going to go there. Anyway.
No, we're not going to go there.
There's a commitment color for you. Beige.
Beige, right.
If you're talking about cars, I'm just going to screen share this car for you.
Okay. Oh.
Bentley.
Aston Martin, isn't it?
Vanquish.
Yep.
Oh, okay. See, how do I know?
The Aston Martin Vanquish from. Now, if I'm correct, it's either Die Another Day.
Skyfall.
Yeah.
Spectre.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, Spectre. Okay.
Yeah, they had an exhibition on at London when I was on my vacation. They got a lot of the original Bond cars.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, there we go. There's the Jaguar.
So, I'm sorry about some of the quality. I have been to one of the bars by the time in there.
Oh, what happened to that Ferrari?
I'll be back.
All right.
That's one of the most. There you go.
DB5.
Yeah, but is that the original? Because I heard the original was stolen and still missing.
I can't really tell you if they are originals or not. So I don't. It's a James Bond exhibition where they've got actual props and proof sketches and of the.
Yeah, they had on a couple of TV shows over here. They had a bunch of stuff from that exhibition, and I just was looking at it, going, "God, I wish I could go to England right now."
And this is a mock-up of the armoured train from GoldenEye.
Oh, okay.
The train used was actually owned by Pete Waterman, and it was filmed in Peterborough, which is not far from me.
That's cool.
That is. It's a big one.
Yeah, that's the mock-up. I'd say the actual locomotive was an old British diesel locomotive. It was owned by, which is owned by Pete Waterman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wow. All that cool stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's it looks like a scratch builder's paradise as far as that show would be considered. Do some things like that. You know, I change the community cover every now and again. I see a modeler and I like to look at the stuff and maybe share and use one of those
images.
For. Anyway, I don't know where I'm at right now. This time around, I got Bob Bruce posted, and he's done dioramas, particularly of Walking Dead. So go to Bob Bruce's site and check his models out. And there has been a model, and he started a model, and he started, and he like farted, and it got done. That guy's really fast building. I think Heath would have liked to have seen this. Where's Heath?
Here all of a sudden.
Well, this is the Batwing. I think this is from the original movies. This is not the ones.
That's from the Michael Keaton movie.
Oh, Michael Keaton. Okay. It doesn't look like it would fly.
Oh, it does if you throw it.
But he certainly does a really good job at building.
Nice.
Almost looks like it's on a plate, some sort. Looks like a background. Yeah, I mean, it's a diorama. That's actually really cool. So yeah, I mean, every now and again, I'll share. I think before was Neil's speeder bike. Neil Wooding and the he does. Jeez, I'm so lost for words right now. Help me out, guys.
I'll be right back.
Oh, Neil Wooding as
Realms, Hostile Realms.
Hostile Realms, yeah.
Right, Hostile Realms, and it was built by the gentleman who does the Gundam, Mark Dunmore, and he has, boy, he's so good. I'm going to share this too. Where are you? Here you are. And this is just a little bit a different type of, I don't know, would-be Gundam?
Oh, it's an Eva, yeah, from Evangelion. Apparently that's a commission build he built for someone.
Yeah, that's it was on about it last week. Last time.
Wow. I'd have so many fingerprints on that. Really nice. That's the only picture he's sharing of it. That's been catching my eye. I think I have used his images for a cover, a community cover already. He's the one that did the lit up one, the one that lit up.
Yeah.
The Gundam that was lit up. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, he did that red frame. I think it's Ashtray. I think it's the one he did that's lit up. Yeah.
And so Batman versus Superman Batmobile, Bob Bruce, we'll just go back to Batman again. This also caught my eye. I think it's actually a very cool car in its own right. Not just because it's Batman.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Even if it's not Batman, it's a really cool car.
Yeah, it looks like a tactical vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a possibly even like a high-tech Mad Max.
Yeah.
And again, his builds are so clean. Oh, it's on its side. It's unfortunate. Can I flip this around? No.
I don't think you can. Even the interior is nice and clean.
Yeah. Wonder why there's a passenger seat. Wonder why there's a passenger seat. Maybe he goes out on dates with these.
Yeah.
With his car. There's a skewed top view.
Interesting.
It is. It is. I didn't see the movie. I'm kind of over the comic book movies. Not much of a comic book geek, but if I had to pick, when I was a kid, I liked Superman better than Batman. Batman was a little too foreboding for me as a kid. But he seems to be more popular than Superman, because Superman doesn't need any gadgets like Batman does. And guys are just, generally speaking, gadgety. They like gadgets. So.
I like gadgets.
You like gadgets too. Yeah, he does a lot of sharing, and his stuff is just so good. And also, this will be more up your alley, Mr. James.
Yeah.
Paul Estudios.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and his paper human characters. Yeah, he actually designs these things.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, if you go to his site, he offers them. You can get them either clothed or you can buy basic ones like 30 at a. And the kit that's 30 people at one at a time type thing from his site.
Yeah, here it is.
They're not expensive.
Well, it looks pretty good. Did you say they're not expensive?
No, they're like €2 a piece.
That'd be $1.50.
Yeah.
So he does give instructions how to do the fold.
Assemble them. Yeah.
Yeah, it does look good. It does look good. It's something that could be added into your plastic models.
Yeah, you can add them in anything. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, €2. Considering you have to do a lot of work, might as well spend triple the amount, quadruple the amount, and have them already made. But it's nice that somebody, excuse me, it's nice that somebody's actually doing some new stuff like that.
Come on, say something, Jack.
He's thinking.
I think I may have ran out of words.
Well, we didn't.
Oh, okay. Boy, as I scroll down in the community, I'm just coming across good stuff. Let's go back to Batman.
Okay.
Again, Bob Bruce. This is more of when he was putting it together. So this is something that would be easier to zoom in on. Come on. Up, there we go. There you go. There's your interior.
I think I know why there is a passenger seat, because if I remember correctly, the vehicle was a modification of a proposed military vehicle. Like they had one, and he turned it into a Batmobile rather than building one from scratch. I could be wrong about this one. I don't remember.
That was true on the original Tumbler. Yeah.
As to this one, I guess I have no idea.
Well, that's what we were just saying while you were away. James said that it could very well look like and be like a tactical vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the same as before. Yeah, but yeah, these are better pictures. You can see clearly as to what's underneath all of that. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. How about you? Do you have any words left?
I've got a few, but I can't say them on the air.
Bob Busking, one of our more very devoted members. Saber. And this is much more. I don't know. Do you do any more military aircraft, Wayne?
Yeah.
I mean, like this. Not World War II, but like this.
I've got a no, I've got a helicopter. I've got a Russian helicopter to build, but I haven't really built any 50s jets or 60s jets yet.
I have the same model airplane, except the wings are not swooped back. It's kind of discerning that perhaps the pilot is sitting right on top of the jet engine.
Yeah, that was typical of those particular aircraft, all that generation.
Yeah, back then you had a jet engine and you pretty much built the plane around it.
Yeah.
And now it's just the opposite. So.
No, I'm just thinking like perhaps like being on a nice rumbly Harley gives you all the frills of vibrations. Have the pilots turn on as they go into attack formation. Yeah.
I would think they would be noisy in the cockpit. I think with the noise level inside would be something else, I would think.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would be. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I was quiet up to broadcast time. Go figure.
Well, that's what happens.
It's Wayne's tank, yeah.
Oh, goes Wayne's tank. Go ahead, Wayne. Oh, yes. Yeah, you posted that picture.
Yeah. Basically, it's one of those builds I put to this one side and I thought I might as well finish it off. But it's not a great kit. The fenders aren't a warped, so is the builder.
So is the builder.
All the tracks are single link and not great to put together. Ironically, the tank in the background played the German counterpart in the film. So, but that is the Korean version, so I'm going to be doing it as the Korean version. But ironically, the film was actually made in Spain, not in Belgium.
Oh.
Well, they tend to shoot where it's cheapest and where it looks nice. So.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always found it fascinating that they will shoot part of a movie in a place that had absolutely nothing to do with the event that they are portraying, because the place that it actually happened may not look all that great. So, you know.
Yeah, so once I get all the added extras on, weather it a bit more, because I've got to do something with these bags because they look a bit glossy with. So, but it should be nice when it's done.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually hand painted all this sign on it.
Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very hard in hay fever season trying to do that detail work.
Yeah.
Well, the question I have for you: what's behind the words "bargain basement"?
That's the tank. Telly Savalas starred in it as a tank commander, and
Okay.
his tank was called Bargain Basement. His
Mm-hmm.
first tank he was using, which was destroyed in the first tank-on-tank battle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it was called Bargain Basement, because he just one of those sergeants used to sell black market goods at every opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it, really.
Boy, you guys are doing bash building here. I'm just taking a view of this set of photos, and I think Jay can say a lot about this. I certainly have an opinion about it. I think it's interesting, but I'm not so sure I'm sold on this bash. Although, not to say,
Oh, that
don't do it.
one.
Yeah, that's I know where it's. Yeah, up in the corner there. It's kind of where where the inspiration came from, but I personally, I don't know. I can't really see the point of doing. Yeah, I'm not trying to put it down. It's a beautiful job, but I just don't see the point of the arrangement that way.
Yeah.
It was it was looked at, and they said no, probably for a reason.
Well, looked upside down, kind of, sort of.
Mhm.
It just looks a little awkward, that's all.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you put one nacelle in the middle, it's pretty much what the oh god, what was it called in the first of the new Star Trek movies, the Kelvin,
Yeah.
like so.
Well, Kelvin had one nacelle and and an engineer and one engineering section completely separate.
Yeah.
Um, the one nacelle, a lot of people. Well, that's just getting into a lot of techno babble about something that doesn't exist. But I just think that the bash aspect of it is interesting, and I am sure they
beautifully executed, and the paint job
right.
beautiful.
Right, the paint job is, and in fact, as I said, I do believe they used the Revell kit to do that. The one that's awfully not accurate and has those big grooves for panel lines and whatnot. But he did do a good job in figuring it out and having it built the way he did. And what you call it, Ken Skiffington.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna end up with this. The Eagle has been a very popular kit for a lot of people, not even just sci-fi fans. It's been a popular kit for everybody. And
yeah, he did the landing pad for the 22-inch one. Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. He did. Oh gosh, all this scratch building business, and he's really good at it. All right, nice. Yeah, he hasn't worked this summer because of the fires out west. But I haven't talked to him or seen hide or hair from him
No, he's
lately.
just posted every so often, but he hasn't been on any hangouts or anything.
He's just been absent. Probably getting very busy trying to make money.
Yeah.
Because he's not working. Anyway, got anybody else? Anybody else got something to add?
I think we're
Today.
I think we've covered a lot of it.
Just so everyone watching, if this is your first time and want to watch the past episodes of the Hangouts on Amazing Scale Modelers, just go to my YouTube at Scratch and Jack. Like it, make a comment. Maybe I'll get back to you. This is going to be the last show for this season, the new season. The anniversary of the community is going to be the 4th birthday. I believe it's going to start at the 4th year, let's put it that way, of the community. That's going to be late August. And in the last weekend of August, we'll again have the Across the Pond Hangout on Saturday and the Sunday Hangout on Sunday. And it's just going to take a little time off. You all can continue modeling and posting and enjoying the community just the same. I'll probably be around, and it's just as well as anybody else here if you want to hang out with us offline, because we occasionally do. Thanks for stopping by, James. As always, you are.
Oh, you're welcome.
You are my favorite Hangout member because you always show up, even when we don't have a Hangout.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago, the Sunday Hangout folded for whatever reason. And thanks, Jay, for stopping by, too. It's good to see that you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm glad I am, too. I appreciate it. I wish you would get over your illness, because the last couple of times I've seen you, you've been sick, so...
Yeah. I am going to see a doctor before the next shows just to figure out what is wrong with me. I don't think it's psychological, even though it's a possibility, but turn on the lights, Wayne. Don't pretend that Brexit broke you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us, and happy modeling, everyone. So long. Good night.
Good night. Good morning.